Hello and welcome to XP11. I'm Andy and this is it's XP11. We're going to take Zibo 73800 from Bergen to Oslo Gardermoen. Let's go inside here. So we have CPU running, we can turn that on, we can turn off the ground power, we can put that on. I set up the iOS, just gonna see where they are in 5 minutes left. Okay. Let's see, I'm gonna start my software that records it, and we're gonna start our. Actually, we need a sim briefing. If I go over to here, we're gonna go and make a sim brief flight if I can. New flight, I think we can do it. On from Bergen to Gardermoen. Let's go away the don't have any time. Okay, so we'll make you one. New airframe. Go. That's see. I don't know the VIN number. We'll read something kilos. Yes, please. We'll have 189 passengers tops. And save. Okay, so if we open here, I have to do it again. No, sorry. One, Bergen, Gardermoen, 7800. So that P was here. Passengers, we had 180 passengers on board. So, generate of P, yes. Let's see here. Print. It's quite a lot less than I thought. Why was that so little? Trip 2. Okay. Right. Okay. We'll go 5. Looks okay. Pre-flight with VATSIM. I don't think there's anyone online with VATSIM, but we'll pre-file it anyway. Hopefully we can get it from the so good. Okay. I'm gonna also save it so I can get it up inside the plane. So I'm saving the flight plan inside the Zibo. Okay, good. So let's go back to the plane. I think we should be able to get it we had 59.27, so 59.3. Fuel was 8.5, which is more than plenty. Reserve will say 2.5. Actually, I should check that. There's a fuel trip. So we'll do this plus this 2.8. 2.8. Cost will be 6. 290. Cruise winds should be somewhere. So climb, here it goes. Cruise winds will be 354. 05. And I think this is saturated. Minus 51. So that's not deviation, it's I think you have to do it this way then. Yeah. Okay. And one limits will be to have that. Because I don't think you can calculate it. I don't think you can where can you calculate that? Airport, no. Ground service, no. Region balance, no. Performance, take off performance, let's see. Get some weather. So 1205. It's 3 degrees, so that's kind of cold. Greenwich is 175. 5 flat maximum optimum. So 17 seems correct. Takeoff weight was so 8 and 63.5. 63.5. Okay, so how do you calculate this? I don't know how you calculate this. So now what? I don't know how to do this. Oh crap, turn it off. Now we just have some sort of I think you have some sort of calculation button or something, but I don't know. So no ETC online. We'll set up our route anyway. So 17 and with go cube to C. Go cut to C. Good. That means I have L24 to Zibo 2. Wrong entry, so could be to Adobe. Adobe, okay. And then we'll have arrival, so that will be let's see, one left. BTL Alpu. Activate that. Okay, use reserve fuel. 241. That's weird. Okay. Still need to set up our. Let's go. Set up our performance. And 1 limit. We'll take off like so. Like 2 also. That was 5. Take off rate 15. So 16.5, right? Yeah. So 145 on here. To get charged for our initial altitude. I like Navijack graph charts. They're quite expensive for a year, but if you just save up a little bit each month, it's okay. Almost sneezed. Okay. Take it there. We're gonna go to GoCub, which is here, and we need to climb. Position is 7,000. $6,000. See you. Looks good. That looks good. Let's do. No, so CTC. Close the door. That's locked. Let's see. 625. Yeah, it's quite apt actually. Why does it go? Oh crap. There's something with the joystick that goes. Just trim. Why does it do that? So it doesn't do. Interesting. That's very interesting. Okay, so I think we're pretty much ready for pushback. Pushback is ready for us, so it's already connected, set up, so and ground is off. See. Okay. Yes, line up. Okay, so we'll turn on our fields. Let's start. Weird with the down trim. I don't know why it's doing that. It shouldn't be doing it. 5. Turn on our transponder. Okay, that looks good. Start. Actually, we can turn these ones off because there's no fuel there. Just keep an eye on so it doesn't overtemp or overspeed, not overspeed but overtemp. Good. When I press on, gen is good. Turn on the generator. P2 heats. Turn that off. Trimmer on. It's 29. Good. Continues. Turn the AP off. Okay, so let's go ahead and see our two, 3, RTO. We'll go down here and check our systems. Full up, full down, full left, full right, full left, full left. Okay. Good, everything looks good. Taxi left. Flaps are set, flaps are indicated 5. Let's check our pin here. Okay, good. Brakes off. Taxi light on, and let's give it some power. So 17, so we should go out. Briefing is not what we wanted. We wanted import. So we want to go out here, and we're going to go Yankee up to the holding point alpha 1. So I'm gonna go across here. So let's set it up. So I use software called SPAD Next, which is basically a control software for the Cytec panels. If you have Cytec panels, I have three. I have one radio, I have one multi-unit thingy, and I have one with buttons and stuff on it. So all you can get pretty much. The way SPAD works is you can certainly download some you can download profiles basically and use those. I think this is a downloaded one which sets this up, so it's sort of not connected, but it can, for instance, I can tell it to turn on the lights. It will turn on those lights, not the other ones. I can tell it to turn off the tax lights. It will turn off tax and one-way turn off lights. Some stuff that's connected. You can change that if you want to, but it takes a little bit of know-how to change it, but you can. So it's a beautiful day. We'll come back, land visually. So if we have any issues, that was not a good briefing, by the way. I have a briefing card somewhere here. I just can never remember where I put it. Oh, here it is. Okay, so takeoff briefing. It is not applicable. So it will be going to, what is it called? It's called to Charlie. Q8 115. I actually didn't set that, so that's good. I checked it. I think it sets the other ones here, but yeah, it does. Okay, so transitional altitude is 7,000. Street degrees. What is 1? That's a good day. Winds are 120 at 5. Run-up condition on dry. Okay, no attempts to say anything about. Weather briefing is good. Dispatch condition is good. Takeoff before limitation will be standard departure. Our speeds are 135, 136, 145. Before 8 knots, we'll stop for anything. After 8 knots, we'll stop for major stats. Above we will be on, we'll continue. It's a nice day. We'll come back and land same runway. Weight and balance is set. Runway condition and wind is checked. Takeoff data is checked. Talked about noise spectrum procedure. Will follow the SID. Talked about SID. It's more than we have little high mountains to our east, so we'll climb out 6,000 and expect further quite soon. Talked about rejected takeoff. Taxiing, no deviations from standard operating procedures, and confirm takeoff data, which is 217, and everything is set. So Alpha 1, and we'll turn on our big strobes and our landing lights. So we'll just put it down there if you want to, bar there. Okay, so we're ready. I think I had a button for Toga, which I never can remember which one it was. Toga button here. Oh, No, I don't want to do that. Okay. It's a glitch, I think. Gear up. Oh, why doesn't it do? What's it doing now? Weird plane. That's a weird plane. That thing I don't really... Strange plane. So, flaps 1. And flaps up. Didn't know the spoilers, but it's, I don't know, doesn't really work very well on this. 29,000 feet. Well, I don't think it works anyway. Turn the N1, see if it goes to N1. Oh, what it did there, it's a problem with flight simulators. They sometimes act highly irrational. And you go like, what is it doing now? Why is it doing this? I like to hand fly these. Get the sense of flying. So come up to transitional altitude. Also start turning. Oh, standard. What happens when you fly alone? You have to do everything. So focus sometimes is your. Oh, that's kind of weird. It says. I think it's like this one is actually another sort of key binding or another. Press 6, it goes there, not there, which is sort of weird. I'll have to figure it out. I don't know why it does that. Under 10,000 feet, so we'll expect to lower our nose, speed up. So we'll turn off our landing lights. Those we'll do manually. We can also turn off our seat belts. What? It's really weird. Does that? Oh, it's a really nice day. Why is it weird that it does that? I don't know why it does that. Because I go there and there, it goes back to down thingy. I can just set this option number 6. So because then if I go here and go there, it will be the same. No, it won't. Why won't it be the same? Control 6. It does something, I don't know. Because if you go here and I go Control 6 and then go down, it actually flips or it does something, I don't know. Bit odd. Okay, see if I can get this autopilot on. So check our flight plan, so we'll be there in a couple of minutes, not too long. Oh, this doesn't seem... Out of 8 tons, how could it be down to 1.8 there? Ah, I know why. Because I'm an idiot. Because I didn't actually refuel it to 8 tons, did I? Okay, so I'm stupid. Right. Which means I should divert, right? We'll just, we'll go... I should go back. Really. Can I cheat? No, I can't cheat. Oh, I'll get yelled at from the boss, I guess. Which I should get yelled at, right? Because this is really bad. If there were a guy there, girl there, they would probably go, "What are you doing, you idiot captain?" Well, it's not the first time I'm stupid, right? And that's the whole thing, that's why I'm not a pilot. Maybe it's a good thing I'm not a pilot. I would have had how to divert a lot. Maybe I can divert, maybe I can. Well, it's a nice plane. Really nice plane. I don't think you get any sound. Oh, maybe you do get sound. Do you get any? I don't know if you get any good sound on the plane. I can't hear the plane anyway. No, maybe no. I had the sound set really low on the plane. So that was the issue. Okay. Welcome to Idiot Air, flown by your captain, Andy Idiot, Andy Idiot, Andy the Idiot, Andy the non-calculator. In my defense, I haven't flown the Zibo in a while, and I've flown, spent like 170 hours on the A300 from Inuit build, which is a cool plane, and so it's get used to the setup there, how you do that and how you refuel it, and it's a bit different. Because they just set fuel and you have the fuel. Here you have to set the fuel and then have the fuel truck to refuel it, which I missed. I did miss that, didn't I? So 1.9 will be below our minimums. How's the actual weather at Gardermoen? Okay, so weather is 0.36. It's 0 and 7. So Kavak, it's good. We'll just cut it short, I believe. and get in there quite fast as we can. Cut this, go Canamoan, we'll go Arrival, which was W3L, which we won't follow because it's quite a long way around. We'll go... Oh, this is probably not okay to go just direct Valpu, but since we're idiots, well, I am an idiot, that's what we're gonna do. So legs will go Valpu, where's Valpu? Valpu will go direct GM42. Cut some distance. Right, that took us up quite a bit. Approach will be 0 on left. That's 110.3. Not that we actually need to set it up, so do it anyway. And 3, and that's 12. Do the same on this side. Okay, let's see our minimums. This thing will go in here and then there, which I think is set up right. Valpu, Valpu. Oh, grass, which is, yes, it could be in Swedish, which is weed. Not the weed you smoke, the weed you clean out of your garden. Stickler, so 4,000. That's good. Our minimums, it's 856. So that minimums will go in, no, in inches, go pyro. And 856. And we'll set this to 200. I don't know why. Actually sets the same. Okay. 856. It's good. So cruising along here, I have 2.1. Double descent is coming up pretty fast. Well, then we'll go down to 4,000 feet. So, we could bring up our map here. How do you get back? Ah, it's now. Oh, sorry. I must be way off today. I don't know. I'm stupid. Really stupid. Yes, yes. I don't know. This is so bad. This is such a bad flight. What else have I forgotten? Possibly everything. It's going down, so that's good. But still an idiot. This is turning into the how not to fly a 737-800 episode. How not to do it, what not to do, why you wouldn't do it, what you should do instead should probably be the focus. But so turn on the AC before you climb with bleed air. else? Well, that's about it, I guess. Don't be an idiot. Oh well. As I said, welcome to Idiot Air. We fly stupidly and without some sort of organization. Because we're stupid. I don't know, this is the worst flight in ages for me. Well, actually I had one bad a few weeks ago, but I didn't record that, so it didn't make it to YouTube, which is good, I guess. This one is just horrible. I'm not gonna be, you won't be able to comment this episode, I'm sorry. I would get so many, hey, what are you doing? You're missing this, what is this? What are you doing, you idiot? Which I probably would deserve in that case. I don't think I usually deserve being called an idiot. But today, I'm willing to make an exception, actually. I could probably see that you could think that I'm stupid. Well, I am stupid in the sense that I don't really seem to be able to do this in a good way, I guess. Okay, so now suddenly we're slowing engine down because we want to go really slow. So, why do you want to go really slow? I don't know why it wants to go really slow. Anyway, we'll set altitude down to 4,000 feet. The cabin warning disappeared because it actually, when we turned it on, we turned it on to high also, so it actually started lowering our cabin altitude. I actually don't think there's anything happening here. Maybe that one. But it's lowering. Or just the auto. I don't think auto. Maybe it should. Maybe if you set it to auto, it still goes down pretty fast, as fast as it can. Well, I guess it increases the pressure in the cabin, right? Because you want to keep it at a pressure that's lower to the ground. You need more pressure inside. I think that's the way it should work, right? I think that's the way it works. So we're increasing pressure. Why does it go down? Where's that pressure going in? See how little I know about this plane. Oh, I know enough to turn on the cross-feed valve. Okay, so cabin climb, cabin descent, I guess. Or yeah, okay, so it says up and down. So okay, so we're going down. Welcome to Idiot Air. So 10-15, which is pretty good. Here's the thing. For some reason, the engines on this marvelous piece of engineering, it's like sometimes they stick. So one of these are up here. So you need to keep an eye on that too. That's probably not something that happens in the real plane. Well, I guess it's not something that would happen in the real plane. When I press, it seems like it actually goes a little to the left. I don't know. Oh crap. But when I press that, when it goes so odd. Go to, but the thing is, it keeps going. Go to save position 6. So odd. Drag required, so this set up somehow. There. I don't know if you would get a shortcut into Cardamom. It's probably some sort of noise abatement. That's, I mean, the reason why you probably go out here is to avoid these areas for some reason, which are probably noise sensitive. I think level by ATC. We'll go 7,000. Here we come into the map. We go down there and then we'll go direct to Alpi and then into the airport. Because I can't, well, since I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot, so god stupid. It is really stupid, right? I can do some sort of performance. Let's see. We'll use 30. Runway 01 left. Auto. Try wind. Let's see. It's 030 at 6. Temperature is 0. Minus 0. I don't know. 1015. Landing weight, how much would that be? 59.3, 59.2, 59.3. 3, we'll go with current. 5. Landing weight, VREF 46. Flex manual, water brake 2, so we'll go. Runway is good enough. Here's suddenly Zibo is nice. It gives you some data. So I learned from a friend of mine who's actually a captain on a 737-800. Well, actually flies the MAX too, but 737. That they don't pretty much never use auto brake 1. It's always auto brake 2. And I guess 3 if they need that, but usually never use 1. So 146 will go down here and we'll see in it. It says 140, so we'll go 146. Then maybe we have to set 30. I don't know if you can set this manually. Oh, you could. Okay. Well, there's a tall set. Gross weight 62. 62. You should use that. 62. Still okay. Advice now it's 149, so 30. Usually just put it in whatever the FMC puts in. It like gives me, but it seems that could be somewhat off now because I calculated everything else wrong. So the fuel, it takes out a lot more fuel than it actually does, but it doesn't think that. I should realize when I put the 8.5 into the FMC that it doesn't add up because it says 4 point something. That's like half of what I needed. It's like the Gimli glider all over again, isn't it? Stupid. Oh well. We're descending into Cardamom and we still have pretty much very good fuel, so we'll end up with 2.3, and I think it was like 2.8 or something that was a missed go around. Not go around our diversion fuel, so we'll still be in trouble. Just not as much trouble. That's the thing when you try to do something. I should have flown like a flight before this in the Zibo before recording it, I think. Because now it sounds stupid. We'll go over to our web browser and see if we can see good space to park our plane. So Norwegian doesn't seem, well, that's the one actually. Where does it go? I don't know. Doesn't say. Sometimes you can go like, oh, you know where you're going. Cool. 200. Let's go into Alicante. It's nice. It's probably warm and cozy today. This is coming from Bergen to Oslo. We still have the 737s, which is kind of cool. Where that's going, somewhere else. Oh well, I can go back to Sim. Because we didn't really get a good place to park it, so 4,000 feet, which would be pretty okay here. We're gonna go and decelerate a bit here, up here. But that's good. We try to end the flight in a good manner. Let's see. So if we're taking something with us from this, what did we learn? Well, firstly, we learned that you need to refuel your plane. If you need to put sufficient fuel in your plane, you need to keep an eye on those safeguards that are there to make sure you have enough fuel, which I didn't because I was probably stressed about recording. And as I said, I haven't flown this in a while, but you still have to do it. So that's one thing. The other thing that I missed was to turn packs on to auto. Those were off, and I just didn't turn them on. There was the flow started here, there, and I did this for some reason. No, I got distracted because it had dual something. So and I turned that to auto, and then it went off, and then I turned that on. So I should have gone these two, then these. Okay, that's what I did wrong. Oh, that's why I did wrong. So set these to continuous. Runway 2 should be no issue. I'll check the runway length, but I don't think. I think you can have it here. Let's see. That's in feet. How long is that in meters? I want briefing. I want airport. Here we go. So that's 3,600 meters. 3,600. We need 2,400. So that's good. it works. It kind of calculates this quite nicely. Oh, it goes to 220. Oh, I guess 220 is the speed you're supposed to be here. It's playing. It's in it. I can see that. Unfortunately, I can't see it. How fast it's going. How many frames there are? 60. Lots of good frames. Pretty good computer these days. Still goes lower inside. Still 40. So over 40, so that's good. It goes down if you have clouds though. If you have more clouds, these are few clouds, but if you have a lot more clouds, it will go down quite substantially. But I mean, this is a good number. Okay, let's see here if we go. So, should have done my approach briefing a while back, but I will do now. Aircraft status, well, it's good now when I turn on the bleed on the packs. Fuel status, fuel is slightly on the low side. ADS checked, runway news 01 left. Star and vectoring, we'll talk about that before. No times, nothing to talk about. Top of descent point is checked. Approach chart, designated runway is runway 01 left. Approach type is ILS. Date is 27 November 20. Plate ID is 11.1. MSA is 3,900. Here is the highest one. So radio frequency is set 1030. Both sides 12. Approach station is Valkyrie. We'll do that. Final approach course is clear 12. Train. Talked about feature. Approach profile is to say actually. Missed approach is climb 02 to 5,000 feet, so we'll set 5,000 feet eventually, and we'll go do that when we get there, and then expect vectoring. There's no ETC online, so we'll do the vectoring ourselves in that case. Visibility is good. KVAC. Decision minimum is set 856. Local requirements, nothing to say. Approach airport charts is 3,600 meters long, runway 01 left. Nothing to say about that. We'll probably do, hopefully we'll do Alpha 6 maybe. Taxi back here to this apron here. Use of automation, we'll see when we come off there. Set. Good. Anti-ice and weather radar is off. Landing and stopping. Runway surfaces dry. Auto brake 2. Expected turn off. We'll talk about that. A6, hopefully. Taxi gate will probably then be Mike Golf, I guess. Category 1, Category 3, no briefing. Deviation from standard operating procedures on non-go run briefing is again climb runway heading 5,000 expect vectors. And that's the approach briefing. So we'll give it some flaps. 2. Does behave quite oddly this thing. On the approach. So it should be out there to the right somewhere. I know I'm not using the checklist as I should. I know there's lots of things I'm not doing as I should. And I know. This is not a tutorial, by the way. It's just me fooling around with explain. So I'll come off autopilot here. Keep that on. So 149 plus 5. No, actually it's 149. This is the approach. So 149. We'll go 160 first. Approach on. Gear down. Turn on taxi lights. The runway turn off lights. Keep 160 as a good approach speed for now. Oh, getting high. Auto brake, not auto brake, auto throttle too. So I want to play around with it, which will probably be a stupid thing to do because I'll probably suck at it. So 149 is the speed we're aiming for. Our missed approach altitude is set. This should be arm, but I don't really know how to do that. Oh, no, not sound. Okay. I could get it armed. That's good. Really weird with a, I don't know, weird with a trim there. 149, I'm getting slow. Stupid. This was probably stupid idea. Do you suck at this? Well, 142 wasn't. Well, I guess it was a little too slow. Need to get this sorted out before we need to be stable in 500 feet. There we go. Just in the nick of time. Stable. Nice. Well, I made it. Continue. No insight. 0 left. Because I was right on the right side. So. Either I suck at this or it's not that sensitive. Anyway, we're going visual, so screw them. Let's turn these off because they just screw up. Go with that. Oh. Reverses out, green, decelerating. Get out. This is alpha 6, I don't know. It is alpha 6, yay. Actually managed to get off at the right intersection. Okay, let's turn off. I don't know what's clicking. Something is clicking. But I don't really know why. So let's see, what did I say? I said golf, right? We'll go down. Oh, okay, we'll go Mike. Oh, sorry, need to turn here. This should be... No, actually we're not going down here, we're going down here, sorry. I keep getting lost. Okay. Can turn this off. So 43 minutes or so, 42 minutes maybe. Hotel. I'm gonna go golf, which should be... Do we need... Actually we need to go in here before... There's no hotel from this one. So I'll go hotel, I guess. So where did we end up fuel-wise? .2. Well, I really suck. I don't know. This is not my day. I'm not focused. I guess that's probably it. Should probably be more focused. And I'm not. Okay, so let's turn off our taxi lights. Go stand 72. That's a nice one. So when I go there, press this one, I end up further to the left for some reason. Same as I go here, which is odd. Really odd. Okay, so let's see. Fuel off that one. I think we see home. Ground services. Grid power unit connect. See. Off. We'll turn this off, and that's about it. Okay. Here's the thing. I don't know how to open these. The doors. Oh, good. That's good. Forward cargo. Oh, that's good. I could actually open these. That's lovely. I don't know. Sometimes you can't open those. Like, you can never understand why or when it works or when it doesn't work. But anywho, thank you for watching. I'm Andy. If you like this channel, please subscribe. If you like this episode, please hit like button. And have a great day. See you soon. Bye.